Walk in right here, come in, come around. Whoa! Hey guys, it's DT. Welcome back to the channel. We've got another exciting one for you guys today. As you can see, we've got some body parts scattered on the table, and that's because we are taking a look at the life-size Heath Ledger Joker bust from Infinity Studio. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of Infinity Studio. I have their Wonder Woman bust. It's one of my favorite pieces in my collection, and I'm really excited to check out this Joker. The pictures of it look amazing. So make sure to stick around to the end of the video. I play a little prank on the family, and you're not gonna wanna miss their reactions. We've got the base here, we've got the head in the plastic, we've got some body parts, some hands, a mask, some clothes. So let's go ahead and put this thing together. So it looks like there are a few different parts to this base. It does have a light up feature, and we have to put in 2 AAA batteries. And this small piece right here connects with this larger piece, and it kind of just keys in right here. We've got the light on this side, and it just slides in the top right here, like that. As you can see, it lights up this whole area inside the base, so it kind of looks like it's broken. Gives kind of a cool fiery effect. We also have this little nameplate that says The Dark Knight, and that just slots in right here. If you don't like nameplates, it could be easily omitted. Let's go ahead and stick on this huge torso. So we got a giant key here. Just goes in right there. So in case you guys were wondering, the torso and the arms are not silicone. I believe they are polystone, but it really doesn't matter. We're not gonna see them because he's got clothes on. Let's go ahead and figure out these arms. So it looks like this one might go over here. And I'm putting these on, but I'm thinking I might have to take them off when I put his clothes on. And then looks like this one goes behind his back. Let's go ahead and take out the head. This is what it's all about. All right, and here it is. We've got the glass eyes, the rooted hair. So let's go ahead and put this on, see what it looks like. And there it is. His hair is pretty much good to go right out of the package, but you can do some additional styling if you wanted to. Here are some of the other accessories that we get. We've got a Joker playing card, and then we have this little knife that inserts into the base and this piece to cover it up. Let's get some clothes on this guy. We've got multi-layers here. He's got the dark purple coat. Then on the inside, we've got the gray suit coat, then the green vest, and then we've got his shirt. So I think the best way to go about this is we're gonna remove his arms. We're gonna stick the arms into the arms of the costume, and then we'll try and put them back on. Let's go ahead and put this over his shoulders. Looking pretty good right there. If he was a real person, we could just put it on like regular clothes, layer by layer, but since his arms are hard and they don't move, you gotta be creative. When you're setting this up, you only have to do this once, hopefully. I'm gonna try and lead it in. Oh, my hand's stuck. It might be helpful to have somebody else help with this portion. His arms being behind his back make it a bit more challenging. Maybe if you've worked at a clothing store and you have experience dressing mannequins, this might not seem so hard to do. So this one might be difficult because of this angle of his arm. I'm gonna take this part off first. Almost there. So I have a newfound respect for mannequin dressers. That was not easy. Once you have his clothes on, you really don't have to worry about his arms coming off. All right, so here's a quick little spin before I tidy him up a little bit. He's got his shirt unbuttoned at the moment. I need to add some hands, and we need to get him buttoned up. But before I finish buttoning up his shirt, we've got this tie. It comes untied, so hopefully you guys know how to tie a tie. Button up his vest. Both of these hands have a removable thumb, so you can place things inside. Here's the right hand. and give him his card, just like that. The knife here opens up. It looks like a real knife, but it's plastic. It is sharp, but it's not gonna kill you. And there's a little space right in here, and then we can put this piece right in here. Okay, and then we swing him around to the back. And we have this mask you can kind of just put right in his fingers. And he's kind of hiding that mask behind his back. All right, here he is. Infinity Studios Heath Ledger Joker. Okay guys, here he is, the Infinity Studios life-size Heath Ledger Joker bust. Man, this thing is huge. So I looked up on Google. It says that Heath Ledger was 6 feet and about 185 pounds. I'm about 5'10 and 210 pounds, but I'm feeling really small right now. I mean, he is a little bit closer to the camera, but I'm looking at the screen. I look like a little kid next to this thing. I guess when I do get closer, it becomes a little bit less apparent, but I think having the wide angle lens on the camera is kind of creating an illusion. So like if I even move just like a foot back, I'm even smaller. Let's see how far I can go here. Excuse me, Mr. Joker. All right, I'm just gonna switch the lens. So I swapped out the lens. I think it looks a little bit better now. I'm a little bit more in scale with this guy, but that just goes to show you, if you see a picture where things seem out of scale, it could just be the camera lens. With wide angle lenses, things that are closer to the lens look bigger, things that are farther look smaller. Let's go ahead and start off with the base. So on the very bottom, we've got this piano black, glossy, museum style circular base, which is always nice and classy. Then above it, we have more of a storytelling base with this rock and rubble. We've got this broken up concrete wall with rebar sticking out of it. We've got some graffiti with the ha ha ha's, the why so serious. I think the red light up really adds something to this base. The whole thing is kind of cut like a mouth with the rebar and jagged edges of the concrete being teeth. It is really creepy, but very suiting to this character. I think the rocks and rubble are all very well done. Got a lot of detail, some nice paint work with the browns and the grays. Gives it a really dirty appearance. We've got the Dark Knight nameplate right here in the front. On this side, we've got the knife that you can easily remove. It's engraved here, Joker, why so serious? It definitely looks like a real knife. I think you can actually put the knife in his hands. The knife lays in nicely right here, and his thumb just rests right on top. Then we come around to the back where he's holding this mask. I think it's just like a plastic mask. It's a little bit too small for my big head, but look at that. You can have a Halloween costume as well. Really cool mask. The only thing is that his hand being back here does create a little bit more depth to the piece. That's always something to consider. I guess if your shelf couldn't handle the depth, you can easily just remove his hand and just display him like that. I mean, you're not gonna see behind if there's a wall. Moving up to the Joker, I think they did a nice job with the transition from this broken up, destroyed looking base to the well-suited Joker, and that is by using these frayed edges on his clothes. Of course, the suit jacket here in real life would extend a lot lower, so it wouldn't really make sense to have a nice clean line around the edges. So I think the frayed look definitely makes sense. Costume itself is very high quality. The vest, the shirts, the tie, they're all like things you would buy in a men's clothing store, and very true to the film as well. As we were putting this thing together, we saw a lot of the flesh tones underneath. We saw the sculpt of his body, the color of his skin, and we really don't see any of that once we have the clothes on, other than a little bit of skin on his wrist. So it kind of goes to show you the amount of detail that Infinity Studios puts into their pieces. It could have just been a white mannequin, but they gave you some options in case you wanted to display him differently, maybe without the coat, maybe with some swim trunks, I don't know. The hands look great. He's got this nice leathery texture on his gloves. You can see all the little stitching in there. And finally, we come to the pinnacle of every life-size bust, and that is the portrait. A lot of you guys know I'm not really into movie statues, I'm more into comic book statues. However, these Infinity Studios busts have me thinking a little bit differently. I mean, they are just so lifelike. They far exceed the figures that you see at a Madame Tussauds wax museum. This one is no exception. We've got the glass eyes, we've got the silicone skin. Now, even without touching it, you can tell that it's not as hard and solid as a polystone statue would be. It looks a little bit more delicate, especially around the eyes. You can see all the individually punched hairs in the eyebrows, in the eyelashes, some great expression in those eyes. Of course, they did a great job on the paint as well, having this very washed out, white, powdery look to him. And then we have, of course, these scars around his mouth and the red coloring to go along with it. To top it off, we've got all this rooted hair. They did a really nice job around the hairline, getting all the really fine baby hairs in there, as well as these longer strands. Whatever they put on this, it's got a nice greasy, dirty effect. What you're looking at is minimal styling from whatever came out of the box. I didn't do barely anything but kind of fluff it out a little bit. So before I pack this thing back up and ship it off, I thought I'd play a little prank on the family. So I've got this thing all set up in our kitchen. The wife is off running errands. The kids are up in their rooms. So I thought I'd call them down one at a time and get their reactions.
That literally killed me. Oh my gosh, my heart's like pounding right now. That was so scary. Dude. That's so scary. It's so like realistic. Like it's like humans. What the hell? You did it to me too.
What the heck? I just woke up. Wait, did you get on that security camera?
Yeah.
Wait, play it back. Is mom coming up soon?
One more person to scare. It's gonna walk in right here. Come in. Come around. Oh! Looking right under.
Oh my god! Oh my god! That scared me! Who did that? Oh my god! Why did you do that? Oh man! I thought that was you! Oh my god, are you... Am I on camera? I thought that was Dad trying to scare me in costume. Then I'm like, wait, you couldn't have been ready that. That doesn't look like it. Now do not stay there.
All right, guys, so there you have it. That was the Infinity Studios life-size Heath Ledger Joker bust. Awesome, awesome piece. Definitely if you're looking for a giant Joker to put in your display. Another home run from Infinity Studios. Thanks to them for letting me check out this early sample. I know a lot of people that are picking this up are gonna be very happy. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to check out my other channel, DT's Geek Show. I've got more statues, comics, and collectible related content, so make sure to head over there and subscribe. And best of all, it's free.